So I heard a little bit about it. I still need to read up on it, check out the fact.
I would listen to the National Wake Up Call with Carl because he does such a good job. It's like going to Summit. He's so good, and I'm sure Dana will cover that. And then is Anna one of yours?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Awesome.
One of mine.
One of yours. I don't know how to say it properly, but and then how did you guys meet? And Anna, what's your kind of story?
What's my story? It's long and not very exciting, but I connected with Dana just via social media, started following her on Snapchat and Instagram and Facebook, along with a lot of other coaches, and just decided to reach out to her one day. And she was just very relatable. We're both obsessed with our dogs and roughly the same age. So it was just really nice to connect with a coach that was the same age as me.
Yeah. Sorry. Now dawning on me that it's Anna Nicole, right?
Yes.
Okay, sorry. I don't know why I was like Anna, and then now I'm like, oh yeah, duh, Anna, I know you. So
I know. I was kind of wondering.
Sorry. I'm just
No, it's fine. It's been a while. So I have been a coach before and took some time off and played the excuses game, and you probably heard my dog in the background, so that was my 2016 excuse.
Yeah.
And so now I don't have one for 17, so that's why I'm trying to get connected again.
Well, no, I mean, I know I've met you. I know Lauren Kramer. I went to high school with her. I think that was kind of our
she's my best friend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's awesome. So I'm really I feel super lucky that you're a part of this, thanks to Dana and your connection. So thank you to you both.
Yeah, thank you.
But yeah, we do these as often as we can. I'd like to do it every week. I think I'm assessing if that's meaningful enough for people, and it is just a hard thing to get everybody on a call like this. But any team that's successful and bonds offers it. It's just a matter of how often. So anyway, to kind of dive in, before we get in, Dana's going to definitely talk about the National Wake Up Call and what's to come, but I really wanted to see what your goals were moving forward, how to finish the year and what your focus is on for this year, and then what you envision, 2017 being about. And Anna, you kind of transitioned pretty well with, talking about that for you. So maybe Dana, you can start with what's your focus to finish out 2016 and what's your 2017 focus?
So to finish out 2016 is just continue to be consistent and invite. And I would really, actually, no, I'm not even going to say that. I'm going to say I'm going to hit Success Club. And because I already have people that are interested and I've been talking to, it's just been kind of like a slow process. And I will say recently, I don't know why, but a couple of people that I've helped in the past have reached out to me and sent me these really long messages about how I've helped them and stuff like that. And it just, those kind of things just make it so meaningful when you feel like everyone's saying no, or you feel like, the people that I did help and that feel good about me helping them are the people that didn't buy Shakeology right away or didn't do a challenge pack. And those are the people that, like she even said, you're always here and I don't really buy that much. And I'm like, well, that's not why I'm here. But I think in the past, it's easy to get caught up in the numbers game instead of the lives you're actually touching. And it's easy to overlook that. So just the reminder and to focus on that, be focused on, the good and the deeper why of this. Because I know it can get really easy to compare, but that's, I think that's my focus, is just keep inviting and keep reaching out. And what I've kind of started to do is keep a little bit of a schedule to reach out to my coaches, even if they're, just doing it for the discount or whatever, and my challengers, current and past, just on a more regular basis. That way they, I know that we could be in a group together or something, but it's really easy to feel forgotten about if someone's not checking in, especially if you're a coach, and you're getting Shakeology every month. I appreciate those people and their business and what they do. So
totally,
I think it's important to reach out and just let them know.
Awesome. That's a great step to take. I know it's hard because we do focus on new for Success Club, but the retention is what creates a powerful team, and retention creates powerful relationships. And I don't have a method, but I know that I'm constantly like OCD with checking, coaches and challengers, and then trying to put people into a newsletter it's a lot of work at first, but when you have a newsletter of accumulating, like the good thing with Beachbody is there's that list of all your customers that have ever purchased from you. So I just load them into a newsletter. So I know if I at least send out a newsletter every week, I'm at least touching them as it gets larger. So it sounds like you're on top of it, but nothing beats those personal conversations. And what I like about the tracker is you can send a message and then it is personal because it's through the tracker, but then it's an email and then they'll email you back.
Right. And it's not as like get lost in your email as,
Yeah, that's awesome. And that'll benefit you, I'm sure. Cool.
And then for next year, do you want?
Yeah, go for it.
So next year I want to be a Success Club All-Star. Definitely Diamond and beyond. I can definitely do it. It's just a matter of kind of figuring out when to place people, like, because my mom, is on my one leg and I just run her. So it's just a matter of where to win and where to place people.
Putting that next coach that wants to work the business on the other side, you mean? Like,
right. Yeah. So I'm kind of waiting for someone that wants to work it under her or whatever.
Right.
But besides that, I really want to, and I started to do it a few months ago, but I really want to create a website and just kind of have a place for people to go, especially if I do a Facebook ad. A lot of times people don't want to just go to your Facebook page. Like they want something more than just to click on your page and then go to like Beachbody's landing page, so
double check you as a solid resource versus like just every other Facebook page that might, stop there. So I think that is powerful.
Yep.
Cool. Anything else?
I think that's it for now.
So Success Club All-Star, which you're more than capable of. I think it's truly just getting focused and time management.
Yeah.
And then Diamond Above, and I'll talk about my goals. That's definitely something that's just going to be, elevating just kind of deadlines on yourself and urgency. I think we definitely are good at helping people, but we can, like you said, when you come back to the basics of this is really about helping people, like what motivates me to make that next message, which that message is scary or it's annoying or it's extra work and you're just tired. It's kind of like what was nice about Carl's National Wake Up Call is like we are agents of change. And if we don't do that extra work, we won't be helping those people like we want to. So the deadline, it's just like anything, like with work, like goals are stupid, but they're not. Like they help you propel forward, they help you strive, and they might be pressure. It's a lot of pressure, but it gets you to act. So it's good to set those goals. So we'll have to continue to narrow in on that. I think the team calls, hopefully you're such a leader. It would be great to have you and have your teammates on the phone call. And I think we could continue to check in more that way too. So that'd be cool. Awesome. Thanks for sharing. Anything else before you talk about Carl, and then we'll go to Amanda?
No, yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Amanda, you're up.
Oh boy. I've been thinking about this a lot because as you guys know, I kind of took a break from putting any sort of effort into it, trying to decide if I want to keep coaching. And so I'm still trying to figure out what I want it to be for me after all these years. I did purchase a ticket to Summit for next year, so I'm hoping. And when I went, not this past Summit, but the one before, it was an incredible experience, and I definitely. I'm very unfocused when it comes to my business and doing anything with it. I need more structure, more organization. So with looking at going to grad school and things like that, it would be awesome if I could build a business that would sustain me through grad school so I don't have to, live off of student loans and that sort of thing. So I think ultimately that's my goal. just to help with the financial piece and keep myself accountable.
Totally. Yeah. Have you seen that there's a new, like, I need to dig into it, but when new coaches sign up, there's a whole like process that's automated for new coaches. So if you go into your Beachbody office, it's kind of like a 30-day start. Just even getting started on the basics. But I mean, I think, you're posting your workouts. It's really, Dana, wouldn't you agree that it's really just putting yourself out there, making new connections and reaching out to people and being yourself and continually extending the invitation to connect with you?
Yeah. The more, so people will start reaching out to you, the more vulnerable you are, which obviously don't share anything that you're not comfortable sharing.
Right.
Kind of like my motto is like to share things that I'm okay sharing and that I don't put up and I'm like, oh my gosh, everyone. Because at first, even if you feel like you're comfortable, it's still hard. But I think the more vulnerable you are, the more people you get like reaching out just to actually have a conversation with. And it might not be a customer right away, but it's someone that could turn into something and have a connection. And then that's where the deeper part is, where you actually help them on a deeper level. And I think that's where lifelong success in this business comes from, is deeper relationships, and not just like, oh, you're my team of coaches who just work the business under me for me. It's something that you actually care about too. And I think another thing too is me posting consistently like that. Hey, Dwight.
You look really good in my hat.
Okay.
I feel like
Look how good we look.
you do.
Dwight,
No, we look. Yeah,
Yeah, you look like
his real estate course today. He passed all of his tests.
oh, nice. Congrats,
no
Dwight.
big deal. No big deal. Just having a few celebratory cocktails. If you guys want to join, you're more than welcome.
Yeah, party's over here.
Yeah. No, but we've got the bitter apple spray because Pieces getting a little mouthy.
Oh.
Getting a little mouthy up there. So we're going to have to bang him with a little bit of this stuff right here. So we're going to order food potentially.
Look at Tucker's like, get that away from me.
Yeah.
But I'm not thinking about
Just
it.
text me what you're gonna
Aw,
order.
snuggling with the kitty.
Sorry, guys. All right. That's my husband. Yeah. So what were you saying, Dana? I'm sorry.
I don't know, but basically consistent posting and inviting, and it's uncomfortable, and the more you make sure you kind of make, because I don't know, like I at least, like when especially because we all know people in multi-level marketing and I fully support it, but there are things that people do. They're not going to name companies. It doesn't matter. I'm sure people in Beachbody do it too, but it's just the wrong way of doing it. And it looks like clearly that's a copy and pasted message. And it's like, there are ways to do a copy and pasted message. So you can do like a lot of invites because we're all busy. You got to kind of get a system down, but at least like put a personal comment in there about their page that, like, because what if you're inviting someone and you've never looked at their page and you're like, holy shit, they're like, are modeling lingerie. Like, is that really what I'm promoting? Like, I don't know.
Okay.
Catfish.
But I don't know. Like, they're little things, and I can share some of the stuff that I kind of say when I originally reach out. And I think the hardest people to reach out to are people that like you kind of know or you haven't talked to in a long time. Because I feel like those are the people you feel like are going to maybe judge you, but at the end of the day, it's like, what's the worst thing that they're going to say now?
Right.
But it's hard because that's what stops me a lot of times, is like Maria said too, because a lot of times it's a way deeper conversation. When people really want to change, it's a deeper conversation. It's not just a quick, hey, you want to do this? Oh yeah, sure.
Right.
It's work. It's absolutely work. And what I didn't realize, and I'm trying to be real honest with people about that, is it takes a lot of, like teaching for me has been a vehicle to build trust and establish credibility. And if you don't have that, you have to figure out it's on your social media. I think Dana does a really good job with doing a program. She's done programs and she's very raw and honest with her social media. And then she adds this cold market. Like, I don't know if you're adding them like crazy, if they're finding you, but regardless, you're continuing to build that relationship. And so mine might take like years of having somebody in class, or, you know, lots of conversations online, but it's difficult. It's really, really hard when you haven't established yourself as that relationship yet. But when you do, it's worth it. And they come in many styles. But Amanda, something I would kind of hone in on for you is I feel like you're somebody who you're a deep thinker and you're smart and you're very sincere. And I think you have to give yourself permission to be okay with not knowing where the heck it's going to take you, because I thought it was going to be this business. You know, it's changed my life and it is a successful business, but it hasn't been what I thought it would be. It didn't make me quit my job in a year. Like, it's taken me places I never imagined, but it also hasn't been what I thought it would be. And I don't know that it will be what I want it to be. Like, but it's kind of like that book with John Acuff. It's like, you just start. Like, he didn't know he'd be writing books. He just followed what he enjoyed and worked hard at it. And I think that the business does a good job about putting certain goals in place to help you move forward. Like, Success Club isn't out of thin air. It's to help you help new people. And then I know that, and that's what Dana will cover with the things that we're working on. And there's actually something that we don't really get into it too much, but with Elite Points, like if you guys hear about Elite, they restructured that to really include helping people be like, part of the point system is continuing to help people on Shakeology or recurring Shakeology orders, not just new, which I like, because I could care less, honestly, about accolades. What I care about is helping people have success and then making money off of their success, like not my success, if that makes sense.
Yeah. And I think too, like Maria, you said, I think what switched for me too, I think we had a conversation maybe over the summer where I was kind of just feeling like, you know, and you hear the top coaches and top people in Beachbody, they don't talk about challenge, like, or Success Club points as points. Like, those you have to see as life's changed. And I was talking to Natalie, her and I went to church together like a few weeks ago. We went to brunch and we were talking, and she's like, you know, the crazy thing, because obviously, like, when you sell just someone just a program, let's say, and I used to be like, I used to be someone that wanted to like shy away from like just selling a program and really push Shakeology, and that really turned people away, I think, because it looks like you don't really necessarily care about their goals. Like, I don't think I did it in a super harsh way, but, you know, just kind of work
them to be serious when it you need to meet them where they're at half the time, which could be very introductory. Yeah.
And since then, and that's when I felt uncomfortable. That's when I felt like too salesy, and I'm like, this is not why I do this. Like, this is something that you have to be patient with, and you have to just trust the process and trust that, like, I don't know exactly where it's going to go. Like, there are times when I'm like, I don't know, like, if this is the right thing or not, but I know in my heart that I like doing it, and I like doing it when it feels genuine and when I feel like I'm actually, you know, I think that's where I've shifted, is it's not so much of a focus on the challenge points, you know what I mean? They're the successful points, because you're still helping people. Like, people that might not buy from me today have messaged me, and I don't even know they're looking at my social media posts. They don't like them, they don't comment, but out of nowhere they might send me a message, be like, thank you, like, that helped me press play today, or whatever it was. And it's like, that's also why I do it. Like, I don't just post my selfies to be like, look at me. You know what I mean? Like, I think that's why, and I think that's reassuring for me, because I don't want to ever come across like that.
Right.
And yeah, that is also accountability for me, because we're posting our workouts, but people see things that you don't think about, and it might, and actually a lot of times it's not an immediate reward, but that's not why we're doing this.
Right.
And ultimately my goal is to do something full-time in fitness and nutrition, and hopefully it's with Beachbody, because I think this is a really amazing company, and I think we're transforming the way a lot of people are in their lives, and just stories that I hear about transformations, both from, you know, financially as a coach and then as a challenger or whatever. It just, those things are why we do what we do. And it takes time.
Right. Totally. Well, Amanda, I think you're on the right track by doing the program and sharing that. And
that's the first start.
Yeah. Just being that, literally, it's proving yourself to complete the program. I know we've talked about that, and you're doing that, even if it's not, you know, every day is perfect. Dana and I have both had programs where it's not like every day it's done or every day the nutrition's done, but we've built businesses off of not being perfect. I mean, I can't tell you that one time the nutrition has been perfect, but I've built a very successful business off of being myself and doing my best and helping people make those connections for themselves. So I don't think you should go anywhere. I love that you're here. I always iterate that. I think you're very good at what you do. I think if anything, it's just getting more and more comfortable sharing why you like coaching and your vulnerability with it, and what it does for you.
I think what people struggle with, and I don't know, Amanda, if this is for you, but I think some people in general, just like a common theme is like, you feel like you either have to be like all in coaching and you want to do this full time, or it's kind of just like, you don't really know what to do if it's just kind of a side thing.
Right.
You don't really know what you want to do with it. And so I think sometimes people struggle that, oh, I'm going to disappoint someone or this, but it's like, that's not, and I can tell you 100% from Maria, I went inactive as a coach for months. Like, that's not the point here. The point is to do with what it fits in your life and make it work however it works for you. And if there's so much you want to dabble and you have extra time and you're like, this is a month I'm going to really try, and and you might find this is great. This is exactly what I want. Or you might find, it's too much. You have school and life gets in the way. And so it's just kind of finding that balance of what works for you. Because I think we put pressure on ourselves that I can tell you, Maria, I know put on us, and I don't put on my coaches if whatever. And I'm always here if you want to, work and ask me questions and stuff. I'm always going to support that. But I think it's more of realizing that you're not letting someone down by not being like all in and saying you want to do this as a full-time job. I think there are so many people that have full-time awesome careers that they love and then still are successful with Beachbody on the side and then do it as supplemental income or whatever.
I'm very much somebody who struggles with all or nothing thinking. So
what was that, Amanda? Say that one more time. Sorry.
I definitely struggle with the kind of all or nothing perspectives and thinking. So I know that's part of it for sure, Dana.
Frozen. Can you guys hear me okay?
More adorable. That's ridiculous.
What happened? Was I frozen?
Look at my animals.
Oh. How about you, Anna? What made you come back to all this? And I know resonating with Dana helped, but maybe I know it's probably a long story and you kind of shared it, but what are your goals moving forward? And
well, it's kind of nice to listen to you guys because I do feel like I was kind of like always in a pressure situation with coaching.
mm-hmm.
And like I had to, like I was very much so like, I don't want to say not good because that's definitely not how that's not how they made me feel I was getting. Like I wasn't waking up at 5 a.m. I wasn't, working this like full-time job that was 12 hours a day and still being, if I can do it, like she kind of made me feel like there was really, if she could do it with her like super stressful and successful life, like there really wasn't a good reason why I wasn't doing it. And like, it was just very tough love, and which I thought I could handle, and I think that I can, but it also wasn't enjoyable. There's a difference between like tough love and being able to handle it and then like actually want to, if that makes any sense at all.
Oh, totally.
And so it was, even just being on this call, it's like, yeah, I do want to do the part-time thing because I actually love my job. It's crucial with nutrition. My job it's centered around nutrition and having a healthy balance. And so to do it all the time and even for somewhat frustrating when you just don't know how to explain it. Like I was telling Dana, I listened to Darren's call and Isabella's call, and it's just so good for you. And so even recommending that to people who are doing really well health-wise and fitness-wise. It's like, you know, why wouldn't you add these superfoods to your already wonderful lifestyle? So just trying to figure all of it out. And I do feel the pressure of, I've never completed a program, so that's one of my 2017 goals. Because I've just purchased them, but I'm also not an at-home worker outer. Like I met Julie Boris and my previous Beachbody coach at Lifetime Fitness, because I worked there for 6 years. I mean, like I went to the gym, so I need that to sometimes. I need to feel like that's okay, that's my workout sometimes, and not just being at home, because home is like where laundry is and where dinner needs to be made. And so when you're there, sometimes it's really easy to put your workout off when I don't want to put my workout off anymore either. So trying to figure that out.
Well, we have lots of good advice. We were in a good group.
Anna, I was the exact same as you, so we should definitely chat about that too.
Yeah.
And
I'm excited. So,
and none of us would turn away gyms or, you know, just like Julie's or Julie's video today. Like no one puts that away, but I know what you mean. Like you want to just feel like you completed something start to finish.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
go ahead.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh, no. I want to hear you talk. Go for it.
Well, my initial goals, and this is like the short-term goal, would be finishing a program, because I am excited, and I've done Core de Force a couple times, and so I do really enjoy it. And so I really do want to complete a program, and I want to earn a 365 shaker cup, which is like so minuscule, but also like I would do it. I mean, like I really do. I really enjoy Shakeology. I think the coffee flavor was a game changer, and it came out kind of at a time when I was like financially trying to figure out the expenses of being a coach, but it's so worth it, and I'm really excited. And I think that posting my completion of a program, and I'm still trying to figure out, brainstorming these next few weeks, like how to post on Facebook that I am at least back in it as far as the commitment to myself. And I think that some people, you know, people will like that and be encouraging, and hopefully eventually they'll want to reach out as I start to post, you know, more about it being Shakeology being a thing, because it's always been a thing. Like I said, I've drank it for 4 years. I just don't actively post that I drink it for 4 years. And so those are my short and somewhat long-term goals.
I like how specific they are, very action-oriented. That's awesome. And I'm sure Dana and you are going to really do well together. And if you ever need additional advice, I mean, I'm an instructor and I love group exercise, and I haven't ever taken that out of my life. And neither has Julie. I just followed her footsteps in completing the program.
Yeah.
And still doing the live training. So like when you do live training, I did hammer and chisel where I replaced the cardio workouts with cardio in live, and then I did the weights. But with Core de Force, I really enjoyed, and it has transformed my body and continues to. And I just really take it easy on the days that I have like an intense live training.
Gotcha.
So there's just evidence that there's power in completing a strategic, scientifically studied program from start to finish, because it is on purpose and everything is so just deliberate, and it makes you feel amazing, but it really does work because I think I always look at like live training as like therapy, as stress relief, as entertainment, as social, but it's not the thing that has gotten me in the best shape of my life. Like it's not specific enough, and I do it for other reasons. And I try to tell people I even go to classes with and teach. I'm like, you're here and you love it and it's awesome, but you know, there's a reason you're talking to me about accomplishing your specific health and fitness goals, because you haven't done it by just going to classes on your own.
And so many people are like, do I need to work my upper and my lower and then building cardio? It's like, it gets too complicated. Mm-hmm. And I can tell you from years of fitness too, and like trying everything in quick fixes and graduating from unhealthy to more healthy to, there's nothing wrong with working out at a gym and doing weights. That's what you enjoy. That's what you enjoy. And I'll talk about that with Carl's thing and like that. But why I love Beachbody On Demand to begin with is because there are so many people that are in my network that love going to the gym, and you can stream them there. Like Anna and I were talking about that earlier. It's like, that gives them an option where let's say you have a gym membership and you have hammer and you get hammer and chisel or whatever, and then you don't want to have to worry about getting all those weights for your house, you can still stream that.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah,
just there's a lot of just
definitely.
different options. And I think that people want something simple, and I think it's easier said than done because people are always looking, like the second they don't get results on day 3, they're like, what the hell, this doesn't work. It's really easy. It's so easy, especially when you're at home. Like there are so many reasons, but like I can tell you, we can see for other people post their results, but until you see it for yourself, like sometimes when I'm doing the workout, I'm like, this is terrible. I'm so annoyed. I don't want to go anymore. I want to stop. And then honestly, I like look in the mirror and I'm like, okay, my butt looks better than when I did this before. Like when I started this program, like, like you see something and you're like, okay, I guess I'm going to keep going.
Yeah. I will say, when I'm actively doing a program, I get so many, it's just easy. Like people message me like, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Yep.
Well, I want some of that, like just a challenge group. It's just, it's so much easier when you're just sharing your video. Now, granted, you could be sharing I have some coaches who share all their stuff constantly, but then they're not adding new people and they're not forming relationships. So those things have to go together. So if you're posting daily about your workout, you need to establish relationships and meet new people. And it's seriously as simple as going to holiday parties, which are so hard for me, and networking with coworkers and, just meeting new people. And it's really, really hard. That's why I teach and make them come to me, because I'm not like this social butterfly. But if you can put yourself in a comfortable position to meet new people, you're going to do a lot better by just creating those relationships, and it's more natural. So sounds like we kind of all know what to do. And to get specific on a respect at a time, Dana's going to cover some important takeaways from what was announced today by Carl. Anna, did you listen to the National Wake Up Call?
Yes, I did.
Okay, awesome. All right, Dana, take it away. What do you want to share?
Well, first, share your goals real quick.
Oh, yeah. Oh, thanks. Okay, so definitely specific. I'm really proud of myself for doing Core de Force. It's been just like hammer and chisel, huge in making a difference in my business. And what I'll say is that it's a lot easier with no equipment programs to help people with. I didn't realize that hammer and chisel maybe was a harder sell than I thought. It was more of a revolution, like trying to help people realize they need to lift weights and that it's good for you and that you should work on a muscular body. But I will say this is a little bit more attractive, and I think people are having fun with it. The trainers are really good, and I think I feel that way too. So in my heart of hearts, to finish the year strong, I'm happy to continue to really do Core de Force and see where I can take that. And then just 2017, what's uncomfortable for me is striving and pushing myself to like the goals. Like yours might be Success Club. To me, Success Club is a non-negotiable because it has propelled me forward to help people and help me grow what I've grown by helping new people every month. But the next level of that, so that might be Success Club for you guys. That level for me would be 2-star, 5-star diamond, elite. Those are things that are really specific. And to me, I can get caught up in saying, well, it's not about what's important on my past 2 years activity. If I want to help Amanda and Dana and Aaron and Christy, who are 3 years old, into coaching. But if I get specific into certain behaviors, I know that it's going to rise the whole tide and rise and lift all ships. So I know that if I push for specific things, it's going to help everybody. So I have to be strategic and specific with that. And I'm working on that. I'm working on being more collaborative. Like you guys being on this team call is an example of things that I kind of resist with another mastermind group because they're not my team. But if I don't surround myself with other people who are in my level playing field, then I'm not going to be pushed or further along. So that's a big goal of mine, is to continue to push myself with people in my position and above and surround myself with them. Otherwise, being in this leadership position with you guys is awesome, but it's also my comfort zone. So I need to really face the music with other people who push me to be better. And I'm doing that, but not as well as I could. So I need to dig into that. And continue to get you guys to live events. I know Julie's made a big push for that. And I try to put that in the team page, and it's good because we're all Indianapolis people. But it kind of sucks. Like I'm going to get subs for my classes, and I'm going to, miss or not have to go out certain nights or whatever it is, or spend certain on the ticket to see Shanti or whatever it is, but the live trainings mean I get you guys there, mean I get myself there. And that's a big focus, is how many people can I get to these live trainings that Julie's hosting, and Super Saturdays and summits and all that stuff. So it's a lot of goals, but I'd really like to get to a steady 2-star diamond. Absolutely. That's kind of like given, and then see where else I can take that. But then there's a specific personal volume that if I get on my weak side and to start making certain money, basically, if I can start making certain levels of money, I really feel comfortable to put, I mean, it would be awesome to not have to be at Angie's List and do everything I do at Angie's List for my fitness company, which really the jobs are not identical, but so similar. It's not even funny what I could do at Angie's List. I could easily do with coaching and make that progress forward. So this is a big transitionary year for Dwight and I. Dwight's going into real estate, and then I'll be seeing a lot more, I think, freedom coming into our life, hopefully. So anyway, that was a long answer, but those are my goals.
You can totally do it.
Thanks, guys. And I think that this is an exciting time because they did make an announcement. It's pretty dang cool with the, what are we even calling it?
All access on demand.
All access on demand. All right, go for it.
So definitely listen to the wake up call with Carl, because it's way more eloquent than I'm going to be able to say it.
Sorry, Dana, your animals are like ridiculous.
I know. Like, is this for real?
Oh my God.
I don't think I've ever known a cat and dog to snuggle like that. Usually they're trying to kill each other. So
Take a picture.
Oh.
He's like, excuse me, you're.
That is so cute, Dana. You're such a good mom. Okay, sorry.
I'm sitting on the floor and they're on the couch. So what this is, all access. So now we know that we can get on demand and you can still purchase programs. You can pay quarterly, or some people have paid for a yearly membership. But now what they're doing, December 27th through February 28th, they are releasing access to every program ever created and all new programs on demand with an all access membership and or an all access challenge pack. So basically what people get with that is they get 30-day money back guarantee, again, supply of Shakeology, the 12-month subscription to on demand with, you don't have to purchase any other programs. Like, I went through and read the FAQ because I'm like, this seems like too good to be true. It's not. Like, I'm going to get the all access membership as a coach. Like, I'm going to switch mine.
Right.
So you get that. And any new programs that come out in 2017 will automatically go on there. Obviously, unlimited 24/7 access, stream anywhere. The portion control containers, and you get the good set. So you get the ones with also that bigger blue container and the shaker cup. And what is that? Let me see. Oh, and then if obviously if you sign up a coach, they get that $40 start fee waived. So, and all of that, Carl said that's about a $6,000 value, and they fought over back and forth about how much they should charge for it. So for all that, it's $199.
That's so amazing.
And if it's a new customer doing the challenge pack, you get 3 points. And for selling that, you get $70 in commission. And the whole point behind this is what they kind of found is, so let's say the people that did Beachbody on demand, or let's say someone bought the Quarter Force challenge pack with Shakeology, and they did the 30-day trial with the free trial of on demand, so they could stream that. That ends, and they want to, then they get charged automatically on the same day for their Shakeology and on demand. And they're saying, oh my gosh, because they're seeing 2 separate charges. So they're seeing one for $38, and then they're seeing their Shakeology charge. And they're like, this is too much. I better cancel this before it gets too crazy. And they maybe keep the Shakeology and stop the on demand, or vice versa. And so what they're trying to do here is one, make it really easy for people to just have access, not to mention just the programs that are already on there, but the exclusive programs that are on-demand members. So, the yoga retreat, or people can test out different things. And so that way, because basically what they found when normal challengers, the average person finishes a program, they either have to, they buy a new program, they do the same one over. And I feel like the biggest thing with me, at least, is I get bored. And that's why I would stop fitness things in the past, or they quit in general. So basically the whole deal is they still get 10% off if they're a club member. So any purchase that they would make, so they all get 10% off their Shakeology. And for a 12-month, they have that subscription. Now, if we want to, or if there's a whole FAQ document. I literally underlined and highlighted stuff. So I was like, but we can all upgrade to the yearly membership, and that's $100 for the year. I don't know if it's different for coaches. As far as I know, everything looks like it's about the same, but the good thing is, let's say you just paid your quarterly, it'll take out that quarterly that you just paid. So it ends up only charging you $69.95 or something.
You end up saving money for your campaign.
Yeah, you do. And you're getting more content because you can stay a regular club member, but you will still have to buy the new programs. And so, you do save a lot of money overall if you think about it, not to mention the content that's on there and new programs being on there. It's pretty awesome.
Right.
Because I was like, there's no way this can be true. It's not.
Yeah. Were you going to ask, Anna?
Sorry, Dana, did you say so coaches can have that?
Yeah. So what you
all
do?
Access for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's okay. So let's say, are you an on-demand member now?
Yeah.
Okay. So if you wanted to so you could either do, which is completely up to you, but I literally have the options in front of me, so I'll just tell you. So if you are a coach or just a quarterly, let's say you're quarterly, so what you would need to do, upgrade to the new all access membership for reduced price, no refund needed. And this would be backdated to the last quarterly payment. So whenever you last paid your quarterly payment. And you're charged $61.08. And to sign up for that, that'll be available on December 27th. And there should be, I believe there's going to be there's a link. I can post it in the team page of where you go if you're already a coach or a customer and you have on demand and you just want to switch. Now though, if you want to, this is all in the FAQ, by the way, just in case it's confusing. If you want to, let's say you already have the on-demand and you want to do a challenge pack though. So you want to do the whole $199, you want to get your Shakeology included in there. You have to cancel your existing club membership and you have to call Beachbody, you have to call / reach out to Beachbody customer service.
Yeah.
If you want to do that, because you need to make sure you cancel your other one. That way, one, you're not paying for two things, and two, you want to make sure you're not getting, if you already have Shakeology or something, two, you want to make sure you don't get charged.
I would say that this is revolutionary in the sense that they're really coming from a place of, like Dana mentioned, wanting to help people keep it fresh. If it's not working for them, then they get to transition to something else. So you really are forced to work with your people okay, Amanda, you're not feeling hammer and chisel. Now let's get into Core de Force and move forward without having to sell them a new program. And then you have what's next. Okay, you finished your program. You already know that they're investigating the library or you're urging them to. There's no sell, like they talked about, Carl said, there's no next sell. It's literally, it's there. It's a part of helping somebody. And then, it's just, and there's I think Beachbody wants to stay away from ever feeling like they're tricking people into something like 30 days free. And then it charges, and then nobody understood the value of it anyway. And we've all heard that anyway, the free stuff. They don't use it. They cancel it. And I felt like I would have to sell on demand, which not that I'm not good at it, but it's a whole nother conversation. You have to like educate people on the benefits of on demand.
Well, and especially because it's like, oh, and with this challenge pack, you get on demand free for 30 days.
But
remember, if you don't want it, to cancel it, because like you don't want people, like, to me, it's like I don't want to tell people to cancel it, but I also know how crappy it is if someone didn't tell you. Like some people read the fine print, a lot of people don't, and they just like Shakeology, like that's why they started, I think, sending the email like, hey, your Shakeology is going to ship. Here's the link to change it, because a lot of people probably,
cancel all the time.
Like that money comes out of your account, and yes, you can get that refunded, but that's a time that it's out of your, just. Whatever, just I think like Maria said, in the mouth,
bad taste in the customer's mouth. Yeah, like how to avoid all that. So, now, so with the knowledge, Dana, how do you feel like we should, moving forward, help people with it?
Did you watch the video in Sparta today?
No, I haven't watched that one yet.
Okay, it's really short. Anna actually was like, "Did you watch it?" And I just popped it on, and it's actually really good, because she's like, the biggest thing is, so now almost everyone seems to know a coach or is Facebook friends or follows a coach on some form of social media, and they're going to be coaches that go out there and immediately share everything on their social media. And guess what? When we all see everyone sharing another product, it's not like you don't like them, but it's like, oh, there it is. Like I'm sure half people do with my fitness poster, like, oh, there's another thing, whatever. But like, don't just say that. And she said the other thing is, don't sell it against a gym membership, because there's nothing wrong with going to a gym, like the conversation we just had.
Right.
What's wrong is when someone's not doing anything for their health and fitness.
Right.
It's not wrong, but
what we're trying to move away from. Right.
Exactly.
Like there's no use in
it's super interesting to see how many people, because I am friends with a lot of coaches. It's actually surprising. Like so many of these people teach live classes. Like, can you imagine? Like, I mean, obviously, just like even talking to Maria right now, like for these people to say like, how I'll offer you this instead of a gym membership. It's like, oh my gosh, there are so many of our programs in a live setting specifically to help coaches and to put those live trainings that Julie talks about into action. It's just even sometimes just going to a class. And they were not hesitant to think about that prior to posting.
Well, and I think too, it just kind of, I think like what I have experienced too, even myself, like I've been this mistake of being like, in the comfort of your own home, like, yes, that's awesome for people wanting to do it in the comfort of their own home. Like not everyone does, but it's like, this is convenient when you're traveling, you can take it with you. Whatever it is, like if you don't really know what to do, you can go in there. There's a challenge du jour, go on, and that's your daily workout or whatever. But I think moving forward, and what Julie said is, and what I've done today already is reach out to people who I have talked to who've already said they're interested or going to my event that I created for my health bet. And I posted in there and I said, I have some awesome news to share with you guys. Comment below or whatever if you're interested in finding out. And then I'm going to reach out to people one-on-one, kind of like I'm going to eventually when it comes out, I'll share it in my event, what it is. But again, I never share what each challenge pack is anyway in my groups, because that's the whole point of having the conversation. If you just tell people what they can get and you don't know what they even want, then they're going to just they're just going to get turned off or they're just going to ignore it. And I mean, not turned off, but they're just going to say, that's why we don't just share a link to our Beachbody page.
Right. I would say that it's definitely a conversation that coaches, some coaches are going to get. I know I put stuff in the team page. I'm like, the discount situation, or they are like, it's over their head, but at least I'm putting it out there for my existing coaches. But I would say that
I put that
absolutely like I don't know that I'll even post any. It's kind of like when On Demand first came out. I don't even know that I'll post much about it. I'll just have it in conversation, and it's going to be my next really, really probably important toolkit. Like that tool that instead of just a challenge pack, I'm equipped with the all access Beachbody On Demand challenge pack. So it's like,
Yeah, why not put
it's not any different. It's just you just have a way better
exactly
to help somebody with.
and I think that's what Julie was saying. Like when you'll like her call, like it was, I think it's like, or not her call, her video. It's like 4 minutes, but makes such a good point because it's so easy and tempting to be like, oh, how much, if you could go to the gym for $2 a month, and it's like, well, okay, that's
right. First of all, find out what your demographic likes. Like if you, it would be so, like you said, Anna, so idiotic for people, Julie and I, to be like, don't, well, we're going to gobble up all the gym business and then suck them into our business and never go back to the gym when clearly we can't bring ourselves to quit teaching. So it's like, we love it too much and we see the value in that.
Well, there's a value to any sort of exercise. And, I found out that I like working out from home and I can do it myself. But when I go to live class, like I don't want to work out at the gym because I don't want to wait on equipment and stuff. And I'm a germ freak and I'm like, ew.
Right.
But that I used to all the time.
Right.
And there's a huge value in live classes and doing those things. And it's almost like, well, when you saw that, then why the heck are we having a live event where we all work out and we can't even move?
Right. Yeah. So I feel like we are very savvy enough to communicate that and take it with what we want. I think it's more just being educated, reading up on it, continuing to highlight and, I will probably read the FAQ and copy and paste it to people with their questions continually, but it really is I would look at it like when it's not that it's $50 more than a challenge pack. I would look at it like it's a way to really help people in the long term. And maybe it'll force you to have a long conversation with people
but it's not really.
What's that?
For us, so a lot of challenge packs, they're not on promotion, are like $180, and you get one program.
That's true. I mean, nobody knows.
And he was like, "Wait, so what are you saying? Like, what's the benefit?" And I like kind of just told him, I'm like, "Well, instead of one program and this stuff, you get every program for a year."
Right.
Like, okay, I'm in.
Right. I'm hoping that I haven't seen. Do they have like a video explaining the All Access on Demand yet?
There's the business tools, promo essentials, how to navigate Beachbody on Demand. Click here.
I think I saw a video posted maybe somewhere in the FAQ.
It says right here, available now through Coach Online Office are the promo essentials, challenge pack comparison guide, which obviously that's always there. How to navigate the Beachbody on Demand video is available. Product training guide that's available on the 27th. And then the challenge pack promotion video is available on the 27th.
I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure.
I don't know if that.
I don't know what to do if I don't have a video to share. Like if I were to show you my video.
Oh, I know. And we're like, well, just be like, do you like all three of these videos? Do you like these videos? What ones do you like best? Well, you don't have to choose anymore because now you can
watch these 10 videos and let me know which one you want. Oh, wait, you get the like Oprah. Well, it's really you get it all. Anyway, it's exciting, and I'm really glad you guys shared your goals. We try to keep these to an hour.
Sorry, that's because I'm on here.
Dana's got an hour and a half, 2 hours. Just might as well be like on the couch together. But yeah, so it sounds like we have some specific action-oriented goals to finish out the year and next year, and it really is. I know it's obvious, but everything you do now is lending towards and leading towards what manifests and fruits here in the next few months. And people are going to be packing the gyms, or people are going to be really reaching out and looking for people. They're going to reach out to somebody and go somewhere. So might as well continue to extend your hand. And the more posts you put out there and the more you just invite people to join you with the health that I think we have so many tools, and sometimes it's just getting organized and seeing what works for you and just sticking to a plan and executing it and forgetting all the other stuff that might overwhelm you. So anyway, stay focused. And
also personal development is really important. When I get away from it, that's when I start getting like comparing and
totally.
But yeah,
and hide your news feed. I kill my
news feed on my computer.
Yeah, Amanda, I don't know if you've ever needed to do that, but I feel bad because people think I'm on social media all the time. And I've actually been starting to get this question a lot of like, how do you find the time to work out and teach and do and I'm just like, I don't scroll social media. I'm not on like Snapchat as much as I could be. I'm not doing things that I really, selfishly, I use social media to broadcast, and then I'm very deliberate with when I am on it. And that's a big game changer for most coaches, I think.
I feel like Maria and I had that conversation last week. Like, it's so easy to scroll through, and I'm like, what am I even doing on here? Like, I'm going through here, and I've just wasted 30 minutes of my time just scrolling just because. Like, I'm not even trying to find new people. I'm just aimlessly looking at memes.
And it just gets you. It's literally psychology. It's like proven to get you trapped for hours. But kill my newsfeed, right? Kill my newsfeed.
Yeah, on Google Chrome.
Yeah.
That's the one I use, so.
Can't do it on your phone.
Is it like a separate app or something?
It's for desktop.
Google it. Yeah, Google it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like on your laptop, just Google like kill my newsfeed for Google Chrome, and it'll come up and tell you how to. It's easy. Okay. I don't even know how to take it away now, which is fine.
Yeah, a lot more time.
I still have it on my phone, but I know that I use my computer when I really want to like work on my business.
Right.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, let's get after it this week. There's a lot of lives that we can still help and be agents of change. So Anna, thanks for joining us. I'm excited you're a part of this team.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Yeah. Thanks, Anna. And then we have a bunch of live events, so let's try to get to those if we can, because this is nice, but it's even better when it's in person, and I think we can really all bounce off of each other and have energy and, be all chummy and friendly and fun too. So, well, you guys have a great holiday. If I don't, I'm sure I'll talk to a lot of you, but if I don't, Happy New Year, Merry Christmas, and
holidays.
Yeah, keep press and play.
We will.
Okay. Right. Sounds good, guys. Have a good night. Thanks, Dana, for covering all that stuff.
Of course, no problem.
Okay. Bye.